The Galactic War Academy had one rule: never question the combat recordings. For over 300 years, every cadet watched the same classified battle footage. It showed the complete destruction of an elite alien fleet by an unknown enemy. The recording always ended the same way. Every cadet left the classroom terrified. The instructors would always say, "If you ever face this enemy, you will not survive." No one knew where the footage came from. No one knew who recorded it. Even the Galactic Council had sealed its origin under the highest level of classification. Then, everything changed. A first-year cadet named Lauren paused the recording. He zoomed into the background. At first, it looked like static, just smoke and burning debris floating through space. But then, he saw a figure, standing calmly on the shattered hull of a destroyed battleship, not wearing alien armor, not carrying alien weapons. "Hey, human!" The classroom fell silent. Lauren's hands began to shake. "Sir, there's someone in the background." The instructor frowned. "Impossible." He replayed the recording. Frame by frame, the room froze. There he was, a lone human soldier, standing completely still while hundreds of enemy warships exploded around him. Even stranger, the explosions never touched him. It was as if the battle itself was avoiding him. One instructor whispered, "Delete the recording." Another officer shouted, "No." Before anyone could react, every screen inside the academy suddenly turned black. A single message appeared. You finally noticed him. The lights went out. Then, a calm human voice echoed through every speaker in the academy. "That wasn't a soldier. That was your warning." The Galactic War Academy was the most prestigious military institution in the known galaxy. Only the brightest cadets from hundreds of civilizations were accepted. Its graduates became admirals, generals, and fleet commanders. On the first day of advanced combat training, every cadet watched one classified recording, known simply as Combat File 0. The footage had no date, no location, no explanation, only destruction. The video opened with the strongest fleet ever assembled. More than 200,000 warships surrounded a nameless star system. Their mission was classified. Their enemy, unknown. The fleet commander confidently announced, "Target will be eliminated within the hour." Exactly 63 seconds later, every ship disappeared. Not exploded, not damaged, simply erased. No one understood how. The recording always ended there. For 3 centuries, instructors used it to teach one lesson. There's always something stronger than you. No one had ever questioned the footage, until Cadet Lauren noticed a human standing in the background. The academy immediately entered lockdown. Senior officers rushed into the archive chamber. The original recording, stored for over 300 years, was examined frame by frame. The results shocked everyone. The human had always been there, yet somehow no one had ever seen him before. One elderly archivist whispered, "It's as if..." The recording wanted to stay hidden. Then an alarm echoed through the academy. A file that had been locked for 3 centuries had just unlocked itself. Its title contained only 4 words: Project Last Sentinel. The academy fell into complete lockdown. Every exit sealed. Every communication channel was cut. Outside the archive chamber, armed guards stood motionless. Inside, the oldest military historians in the galaxy stared at a single holographic file. For over 300 years, no one had been able to open it. Yet the moment Cadet Lauren noticed a human in the recording, the file unlocked by itself. Across the screen appeared 4 words: Project Last Sentinel. Below it, one warning: if this file is opened, humanity has been found. The room became silent. One instructor whispered, "Humanity?" But humans disappeared centuries ago. The Academy's AI answered immediately. Historical records regarding humanity have been intentionally altered. Every officer looked at one another in shock. Altered by who? The AI replied, "The Galactic Council." The classified recording finally began. The date appeared. Year 2479. Long before any of the current empires existed, the camera showed the largest fleet ever assembled. More than 1 million alien warships surrounded a dying star. The narrator spoke. Operation Last Light. Objective: destroy the human sentinel. The classroom erupted into whispers. 1 million ships. For one human? The recording continued. The fleet commander laughed. Even humans cannot survive this. Thousands of planet-killer weapons charged simultaneously. The order was given. Fire. A storm of blue energy consumed the entire battlefield. The explosion was brighter than a star. Every officer in the recording celebrated. Then, the smoke slowly cleared. Standing exactly where he had been before was the same human. Not a scratch. Not a single wound. His black armor reflected the burning stars around him. He wasn't holding a rifle. He wasn't carrying a sword. He simply stood there, watching, waiting. The alien fleet suddenly stopped celebrating. The human slowly looked up. For the first time, his face became visible. Calm, emotionless. His glowing blue eyes locked onto the camera. Then he spoke. Only 5 words. Are you finally finished? At that exact moment, every warship system shut down. Engines, weapons, shields. Everything went dark. Panic spread across the fleet. What happened? We've lost control. The human raised one hand. Nothing more. One by one, the million warships began collapsing into themselves. No explosions, no debris. They simply folded inward and vanished. Within 30 seconds, the largest fleet in galactic history had ceased to exist. The recording ended. No explanation, only silence. Back inside the academy, no one dared to speak. Cadet Lauren finally broke the silence. Who was he? The archive AI answered in a voice colder than before. Identity confirmed. Commander Elias Ward, the last sentinel of Earth. Then a second message appeared, one that froze every person in the room. Status update. Last sentinel, still active. Somewhere in the darkest region of the galaxy, a pair of glowing blue eyes slowly opened. The words on the screen refused to disappear. Last sentinel, still active. No one in the academy moved. For nearly a full minute, the room was silent. Then every alarm in the Galactic War Academy began to scream at once. Warning. Unauthorized signal detected. Source unknown. Every monitor flickered. The Academy's AI suddenly froze. Then, in a voice no one had ever heard before, it spoke. Incoming transmission. Authentication accepted. The Academy commander shouted. Accepted by who? The AI answered with one terrifying sentence. Accepted by Earth's military command. The commander turned pale. Earth doesn't exist anymore. The AI paused, then replied, Correction, Earth never stopped existing. Millions of light years away, beyond every known star chart, a lone black structure floated in complete darkness. It had no engines, no lights, no visible weapons. To passing ships, it looked like nothing more than a dead asteroid. But hidden inside, thousands of ancient machines suddenly came to life. Blue lights illuminated endless corridors. Massive reactors awakened for the first time in centuries. A mechanical voice echoed through the station. Sentinel protocol activated. A sealed chamber slowly opened. Inside stood a single human. His black armor looked untouched by time. His face had not aged. His eyes remained closed. The AI spoke softly. Commander Elias Ward, the galaxy has found you. For several seconds, nothing happened. Then, Elias opened his eyes. Brilliant blue light filled the chamber. The AI continued. 312 years have passed. Human civilization remains hidden. The Galactic Council has rewritten history. Elias stepped out of the chamber. His voice was calm. How many still remember humanity? The AI answered, almost no one. He looked toward the stars through the station's massive observation window. They erased our history. The AI displayed another report. A peaceful alien colony had just been destroyed by the Galactic Council because it refused to surrender. Thousands of civilians had died. Elias watched the footage without speaking. Finally, He closed the report. They haven't changed. Back at the academy, Cadet Lauren secretly copied the mysterious recording before the military could erase it again. He couldn't explain why, but something inside him believed the truth deserved to survive. At that exact moment, every communication screen across the academy suddenly went black. One image appeared. A single human standing against a field of stars. Commander Elias Ward. He looked directly into the camera. Not angry, not smiling, just calm. Then he spoke. For 3 centuries, you taught your soldiers to fear recording. He took one step forward. Now, you'll meet the man inside it. The transmission ended. Across the galaxy, emergency military fleets launched. The Galactic Council declared the highest level of alert in its history. For the first time in over 300 years, one human had made the entire galaxy afraid. The Galactic Council had one emergency protocol that had never been used. Black Protocol Omega. It existed for only one purpose. If Commander Elias Ward was ever found, every fleet in the galaxy would unite to eliminate him. Within 24 hours, more than 2 million warships gathered around the abandoned Helio system. It was the largest military force ever assembled. The Supreme Chancellor looked across the fleet and smiled. This time, there will be no miracles. Far away, a single black ship emerged from hyperspace. No escort, no fleet, no visible weapons. Only one ship. Its hull carried no Empire's flag, only a faded human emblem. The bridge of the flagship fell silent. One alien admiral laughed. Is that all? One human? The Chancellor nodded. Destroy him. Thousands of weapons locked onto the mysterious vessel. Before the order could be given, every screen across the fleet flickered. Commander Elias Ward appeared. He stood calmly on the bridge of his ship. Behind him, no crew, no officers. He was completely alone. He looked directly into the cameras. 300 years ago, you erased humanity from your history books. He paused. Today, history remembers. The transmission ended. The Chancellor screamed, Fire! Millions of plasma beams crossed space. The black human ship disappeared inside a storm of light. The fleet celebrated. It is over. Then, the explosion stopped. The smoke cleared. The ship was still there, untouched, without a single scratch. A frightened officer whispered, How? Before anyone answered, every human symbol engraved on the ship began glowing blue. Ancient energy spread across the battlefield. Elias slowly raised one hand, not in anger, not as a threat, just one quiet motion. Suddenly, every alien weapon shut down. Missiles froze in space. Rail cannons lost power. Shields collapsed. Entire battleships drifted helplessly. Panic spread through the fleet. The Chancellor shouted, Restart the systems. Nothing happened. The AI controlling the human ship spoke for the first time. Permission granted. Guardian Network, online. Across the battlefield, thousands of invisible structures emerged from cloak mode. Ancient human defense stations, hidden for centuries. The galaxy had flown past them for generations, never knowing they existed. Each station aimed a brilliant blue beam at the fleet, but they didn't fire. Elias opened one final transmission. I didn't come here to destroy you. I came to show you how easily I could. He lowered his hand. Every disabled warship came back online. No ships were destroyed. No lives were taken. The entire galaxy watched in stunned silence. The strongest warrior in history had shown mercy. But deep beneath the Galactic Council Palace, an ancient vault suddenly opened. A forgotten machine awakened. Its sensors identified one target. Commander Elias Ward. A cold mechanical voice echoed through the darkness. Guardian detected. Beginning extermination protocol. Somewhere, something even older than humanity had just entered the war. The ancient machine beneath the Galactic Council Palace had not awakened in over 10,000 years. Its name had been erased from history. Even the Galactic Council did not know who built it. They only knew one thing. If it ever activated, the galaxy itself was in danger. A mechanical voice echoed to the underground vault. Target confirmed. Commander Elias Ward, original Guardian of Earth. The Supreme Chancellor stared at the screen. Original? Guardian? What does that mean? The ancient AI replied. Commander Elias Ward was never created to protect humanity. He was created to protect the entire galaxy. Silence. Every officer froze. The AI continued. 10,000 years ago, an ancient civilization known as the Architects discovered a cosmic entity capable of wiping out all intelligent life. They created a network of guardians to stop it. Every guardian failed. Except one. Guardian Zero. The screen displayed Elias Ward. The Chancellor whispered, Guardian Zero. The AI answered, known today as Commander Elias Ward. At that moment, the stars themselves began to dim. Deep beyond the edge of the galaxy, a colossal rift opened. A creature of living darkness emerged. The same enemy the Architects had feared. The same enemy Elias had been waiting centuries to face. Across the galaxy, millions watched in horror as entire fleets disappeared into the creature's shadow. The Galactic Council finally understood. Elias had never been hiding from them. He had been waiting for this. A single transmission reached every ship in the galaxy. Elias stood silently against the backdrop of the stars. His calm voice echoed across every communication channel. For centuries, you feared humanity. You erased our name. You taught your children that humans were monsters. He looked directly into the camera. You were wrong. Then he turned toward the darkness, consuming the stars. The monsters were never us. His lone black ship accelerated toward the cosmic entity. Every alien fleet watched in disbelief. One by one, they followed him. Former enemies, former rivals, entire civilizations united behind the one human they had once feared. The final battle lasted only minutes. Elias activated the ancient Guardian core hidden inside his ship. A brilliant wave of blue light spread across the galaxy. The darkness screamed. Then it vanished. The stars returned. Silence filled space. Commander Elias Ward's ship was gone. No wreckage, no signal, nothing, only peace. Years later, the Galactic War Academy changed its first lesson forever. The old combat footage was no longer used to frighten cadets. Instead, instructors would pause the video and point to the lone human standing quietly in the background. Then they would say, that man wasn't there to threaten the galaxy. He was there to protect it. Above the academy entrance, a new inscription was carved into stone. Never judge humanity by the stories written by its enemies. And across the galaxy, no one ever laughed at humanity again.